Hello, everybody, and welcome to an opportunity to ascend to joy. This is Christine Elwert, and I'm actually, at this point, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, attending an international program for the Modern Mystery School and doing some really fabulous classes and gathering together with these incredible people. And I get to learn some more Enochian, the language of angels. I get to look at some Hermetic astrology, and then again look at my relationship, knowledge, connection to some of the archangels. So what an opportunity. I absolutely love it. So I wanted to talk to you. I had some thoughts that just kind of popped up. Some of you may or may not know that recently I was cited in an article and, was just really, really hurtful because they were trying to paint the school that I study at, the Modern Mystery School, as a cult, which on some level I found kind of humorous, and on the other level I thought kind of reflective of where we are in the collective consciousness right now. And what do I mean by that? I mean that we are full of opinions. Yeah, this particular article was very carefully constructed as an opinion piece. And so, all the slanderous things that they were saying couldn't stand on their own, for sure. So I started thinking, okay, why is this happening now? I mean, we're really calling people forward to a revolution of love, of acceptance of all people, and not just acceptance, but genuine, wholehearted love. And that means that we have to get rid of divisions and ways of separating people. So I started thinking, so cult, yeah, that's kind of interesting because, and insulting, because then it means that somehow I'm a gullible sheep, which I can assure you I am not. And it also brought up a piece from my past, and I'll share it with you because I think it's important. In the late 70s and early 80s, I was a high school teacher in a Catholic high school. In fact, I was the chairperson of the religion department for approximately 5 years. And there were a number of things that I was doing, one of which was with my husband. We were both youth ministers for the church, and we were running a youth group. And we would have anywhere from 50 to 150 teenage kids, high school kids, that would gather together on a Monday evening. And they would pray, and they would sing, and they would support one another. And there were beautiful attempts to understand one another and accept differences, and really kind of just a really beautiful thing. And I can remember after one of our Monday night meetings, going over to school to go to work to teach my classes, and having somebody say, "So I hear you're the leader of a cult now," and I'm like, what? And one of my friends in the faculty said, oh yeah, there were some teachers in the faculty room that were talking about how it had to have been, you have to be brainwashing these kids. You know, you absolutely have to be brainwashing them, because why else would this large group of kids gather together, high schoolers, gather together on a Monday night to worship God and support one another and love one another and try to get past their angst about the world? I said, why indeed? Why indeed? Maybe because that's what we were created to do, is to learn how to love. And according to the Hermetica, the two most evil things we can do is first to be engaged in godlessness, and second, to be entrenched in mere opinion. So I was reflecting on that. I said, wow, okay, so this is my second rodeo in belonging to a cult. Only the first time I was the cult leader, because we know that teenage kids cannot think on their own. I actually love that stage of life, because even though they can be influenced, they have these beautiful souls that are all their own, and they have their own ways of looking at the world, and there's an openness that I always admired and loved. So I thought, wow, a cult. So this time with this article saying that I belonged to a group that was a cult, only a sex cult. Oh my God. Can you see it? Can you see it? Do I look like somebody that would belong to a sex cult? Yeah. Kind of, I don't know. Just navigating all the energies of this time it really can be challenging. Really can be challenging. But I'm going to pose to you that it can also be fraught with joy, because I'm so filled with joy at this time. I mean, I'm with this beautiful international group of people who are free thinkers and, willing to exchange ideas and not caught in their mere opinion, or when they are, catch themselves and try to get themselves back onto the middle pillar of the tree of life. I don't know, where do you find that? Just lovely, just lovely. And then all the beautiful things I'm learning about the cosmos and about, the way that the universe operates and what part I have in it and what we can do for each other and how we can grow and how we can connect to our hearts. I don't know. Does it get better than this? I'm sure it does. Because outside in the world, there's a lot of apparent chaos. There's a lot of power and control going on. And one thing I know is that where there is power and control, there is not love. Because love is a free will choice. It's a free will energy. It's an expansive energy. It's an energy of new life. And so I wanted to present to you that when you get caught in mere opinion, when you are so sure that you have the truth, I'm going to say, okay, well, that truth that you have, you might want to really, really look at it, because things change. They're always changing. You know, one of the Hermetic principles is that energy is always in movement. It's always moving. And so what's the one staple we can look at? Change. So I'm going to leave you with this. A revolution of love may require a look at mere opinion and may require a redesigning of how we approach life and how we approach other people and how we make judgments. So, now please don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about being a doormat. I'm not. Evil is evil, and we need to do everything we can to stop it. That's part of the revolution of love. We're talking about transmutation, transformation. We're not talking about hatred. We're not talking about anger and frustration. We're talking about a soul connection with ourselves, with other people, with the universe, with galactic energy. So, I don't want you to be brainwashed, but I am going to give you a heartfelt invitation to a revolution of love. I have some tools that help with that help people to get clarity in their spiritual lives, and some tools to become all that they were created to be. Life activation, empower thyself. So, if you're interested, please contact me with the information below, and I'll see you next week. I love you.